2005 was a very memory-driven time in my life. Bad year for me, but good year for movies. You had Resident Evil Extinction come out. You had Transformers. The first movie came out. Live action with Shia LaBeouf. Oof. But I remember one movie that came out. Saw it in theaters, top of my list. My dad went and saw it with me. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And let me tell you, things happened. I went into that theater a boy. I came out an even bigger boy, because let me tell you, from the clones fighting everybody and then turning on the Jedi to the Jedi fighting their respective Sith, from like Obi-Wan fighting Grievous and then shooting him with a blaster. He's like, oh, so uncivilized. The memes to come almost 2 decades later. Actually, a decade and a half. Shut up. to Yoda versus Palpatine, aka Sidious. Dooku getting his head lobbed off. Do it. Again, John Williams with the sound scoring. Beautiful. To Obi-Wan fighting the iconic battle against Anakin, aka Darth Vader, Mustafar. The lava crashing down. The platforms breaking apart. The moment that tugged at my heart deeply. You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you. You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. Many years later, my dad would go to hurt my heart. But, Star Wars, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Again, the CGI was a bit better. It was still hot garbage, but I loved it. I loved the opening scene with them flying around and like, oh my god, that space battle was so good. It was so good. And the sword choreography, the lightsaber choreography, the fighting. Oh, that Anakin and Obi-Wan fight. It was so good. That was top tier. And when you come to find out, they had to do some reshoots because Hayden Christensen, or however, I can't say his name, and then Ewan McGregor kept going whoosh, whoosh, making lightsaber sounds. How they had to slow it down because they would go so fast. That's just that's beautiful choreography. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Yet again, this time the parts with Anakin compared to Episode 2 were better. They still sucked. They were still garbage, but they were better. And like, Padme died because I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm like, what? That's not a thing. I mean, heartbreak, it hurts. It really does. But like, you had a top tier medical droid there. How? You have like, you have technology that we don't even have, and 99.99% of our pregnancies women live through. Padme didn't have any chronic conditions or anything like that, and she dies from sadness? Okay. Right. Padme, Queen Amidala, a strong fighter, died from sadness. I believe it. No, but that fight with General Grievous. General Kenobi. Dude. Oh, I love that lizard thing that Obi-Wan rode on. The thing was amazing. and then all the clones, just seeing all of them, and then the BS we got with the Clone Wars. Oh, it was chips in their heads. No, it wasn't. No, it was not. The original thing, because there was an original book based on the movie. It was actually from the movie that was certified and okayed by George Lucas himself. It was Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, the book. And the Order 66 originally was the Jedi have formed a coup and attempted to cite insurrection within the Republic and made an attempt on my life. They are now wards of the state. Take them out. And it's like, alright, that makes sense. You see him disfigured. He has a top Jedi there, Anakin, who could say, yeah, I saw that happen. You have all of his advisors. That made sense to me. And then they just go, oh no, it was chips. Yeah, it was the bioorganic chips. It's like, what? That is stupid. That's dumb. That is like, I get it, but no. Because now you're shirking blame and responsibility. Because like a lot of the original, what was it? The older clones, because originally in the Legends lore, a lot of the clones started dying off because of the accelerated growth soon afterwards. And those that didn't die immediately became generals and training for the new cadets for the Empire, right? And then they're like, oh, Rex survived to New Hope. No, he didn't. He would have died like 3 times over. Like, what? What are you talking about? Like, in the original Legends, they discovered this serum that could actually stop the aging process when it came to clones. Turns out it didn't work. Turns out Rex didn't take it. So it's like, what? Like, I mean, you could have used that. If they brought that up, that would have made sense. And said, oh, Rex found this vial, and he took it as a test when all hope was lost because he just wanted to make sure he lasted as long as he could to see the downfall of the Empire. Alright. But no. No. It's like, then they gave the BS logic with the new lore, apparently. Oh, the aging process slows down to normal rates after they hit a certain age. It's like, what? No, they don't. What? Episode 2! Literally ages them up to their prime. It kept them there, and then it kept aging them soon after. Whatever. Sorry about ranting. But yeah, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Sound scoring was amazing. The choreography was brilliant. The CGI was better, still garbage. The Anakin stuff was still garbage. Loved everything with Obi-Wan, except when he came off the ship after he landed with Padme on Mustafar and was like, just standing there. It's like, oh, you're with him. You turned her against me. Obi-Wan could have said, no, Anakin, I literally saw you slaughter kids. And it broke my heart, and I wanted to confront you about it. So I stowed away. Like we used to do. Like we did at the beginning of the movie. That would have made sense. But like, my issue when it came to the prequels is that George Lucas, as brilliant as the man is, did not think of anything. He just tried throwing some bits and pieces of lore from the original trilogy into the prequels, and then tried to make a story that wrapped around it. But it just didn't work. It doesn't work. The sequels are no better. The sequels are bad. The original trilogy is amazing. The prequels are bad because the logic behind them, you can't do that. It just fails. And it's funny because what you see happen in Revenge of the Sith kind of relevant to today. But yeah, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. As bad as some of the parts are, I gotta give it like an 8.7 out of 10. Because it's just, oof. I'm looking forward to the Obi-Wan series. As well as the Rosario Dawson Ahsoka series. Because, oof, Ahsoka's amazing. Especially how they gave her good character development in the Clone Wars. And then in The Mandalorian. Oof! Yes! But yeah. So, until I do episode 4, see you later.